What up guys, in today's video I'm going to be talking about the big anticipated fight that's happening on September the 10th. You've got GENNADY Golovkin, 135, lost 0, 32 KOs, defending his WBA Super, WBC, IBF and IBO middleweight titles against KELL Special K BROOK, 136, lost none and 25 KOs. I'm really looking forward to this fight. A lot of people have other opinions on the fight, thinking Kell Brook's going to be too small, which is true. Golovkin's fighting a welterweight, but with me being from Britain, I like Golovkin a lot. I really rate GENNADY Golovkin. I think he's up there. He's probably one of the best pound for pound right now. Like I said, Floyd's gone. He's probably up there as the best. But if I would want someone to do it, I'd hope Kell Brook does it. How do I see this fight going? I'm breaking it down. I think it's going to be a very difficult fight for Kell Brook, but it's, as well as it being a difficult fight, I think it's a winnable fight as well. I think a lot of the Ingle camp themselves, they rely heavily on the defense and movement, a lot of movement with the fighters. Like Prince Nash used to move a lot. Kid Galahad's another one who's a mover and puts his combinations well. I think with Kell Brook, they've obviously had him at a young age, and they wouldn't want to put their fighter in jeopardy. If it's a fight that they believe they can win, I think that's why they've taken this fight. Apparently, Kell Brook also, apparently Eddie Hearn has been saying that Kell Brook is really a junior middleweight, and he has to boil down to, so he walks around at 156 or 157, and he has to boil down to 147 to make the welterweight limit. So he's quite a big welterweight himself, and he does look quite beefy as well. When you think about it, when he's fighting at welterweight, he looks quite strong. So someone against like GENNADY Golovkin, not saying he'll beat GENNADY Golovkin, but I think he's probably got the tools to give him trouble for a couple of rounds. I remember the first ever time I watched Kell Brook, and it was on October the 14th, 2006, at the MEN Arena. He fought on the undercard of Saki Albika versus Joe Calzaghe, and he fought someone called Duncan Cotier. And I remember watching him thinking, wow, this guy is special. I knew then that this guy was going to be undefeated, and even though he's had less, he's not had the best of fights. His only notable win really was big major one with Sean Porter. But regardless of that, Eddie Hearn has been trying to get him these big fights, and it's been an impossible task to get him these big fights. So I do rate the fact that he's taken it with both hands and thought, right, I'm going to take this big fight. Yeah, he's getting a big payday, but it's well deserved. And going against Golovkin, a lot of people are saying that Kell Brook won't do it, but if he does do it and he manages to beat Golovkin, then imagine the the high profile rise for himself. Can you imagine how many people are going to be supporting him, and how many people are going to be shocked at the fact that if he does beat Golovkin? The only question I always ask, or in my head, is Golovkin's got the highest knockout ratio in history as a middleweight. I don't know, with that sort of size, how will Kell Brook feel when he takes a shot off Golovkin? That's my only issue really in this fight itself. How will Kell Brook react when he gets caught with them big shots? Will he stand there and think, oh, I can take it, or will he crumble? That's my only worry really. How is he going to take the fact that, is he going to stay there and a bit like Carson Jones basically dug at Kell Brook and made him fight with him. And we all knew what happened in the first fight of that one. Second fight, obviously, Kell Brook performed really well, but the first fight was quite close. And if you weigh that up, and obviously Golovkin with his punching power and his movement as well, he sets up his combinations really beautiful as well. He loves to throw the body shots and come up with the uppercuts as well as the jabs. His variation in attack's very good. Kell Brook, on the other hand, what I think Kell Brook might have to do is he'll have to keep it on the outside and try and outbox Golovkin. Don't try and trade with a bigger man, because obviously with Kell Brook being a two-weight division below, can't afford to really get into a slugfest with Golovkin, because it's quite dangerous. A lot of fighters come to fight Golovkin, and that's where the advantage lies in Golovkin, because he's got the power to knock him out. In general, though, I've heard that there's also a there's a rehydration clause in the contract with the IBF itself. On Saturday, Golovkin will have to weigh in, and they can't weigh in more than £10. So, Golovkin might end up walking in. He'll probably be 167 on, for Saturday night, 165. Now, I don't know what Kell Brook will weigh in at, but they can't go over the £10 limit. So, it's probably an advantage in that sense that Eddie Hearn's looking at it that, well, wait a minute, it's an advantage for him. But I just basically think it's going to be a great fight overall. Big credit to Kell Brook for taking the fight. You got to give him his props for taking the fight. It's a dangerous fight, but it's a fight that he believes he can win. He's undefeated as well, and he's got that mentality that I'm not letting this all go away. And he's daring to be great, so you got to commend him for that. Golovkin, on the other hand, absolute talent, great boxer, always in exciting fights. In general, a lot of the fighters run away from him, so I do rate Kell Brook for taking this fight, because a lot of fighters don't want anything to do with Gennady Golovkin because the fear factor of how he fights. But let me know what you guys think. How do you guys see the fight going? Do you see Kell Brook pulling the shock upset and shocking the world, or do you see Golovkin being too strong for him and knocking him out? Let me know what you guys think. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube page, Triple B Boxing TV. Thank you.